smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
To the air, Allen. He's got his man. This is Jackson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. That's caught by Howard. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Allen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen again. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on second down. Allen. It's hauled in by Doxson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22.
45, Mike, 45. I'm here all day.
Allen to throw once more. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. Running with Howard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Here we go.
A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right at the 35. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Back 25! You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. 51, sub. All right, 25.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. 1st down, Falcons. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Howard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Middle. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Stop. 45.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he finds Howard complete. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Allen's throw is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Allen going to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Josh Doctson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Ready, ready, ready.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Allen. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the gun with Howard. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Let's go, baby. 45 the mic. Night, sweetheart.
Now Allen. And he's got his man. That's Landry. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Buffalo.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen to you? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, Will didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Allen. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Right there on the 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, it's Freeman, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air. And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
56.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Hey, Delta. 45.
On first down, Allen. That's caught by Howard. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Deion Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on second down. Ryan. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He was looking for Matthews that time. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they... And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the pass from Ryan complete to Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give to Howard. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first, they go right back to Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Freeman. Incomplete. Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Bills, They continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick